Welcome back to another episode of the Right Read Podcast. I'm your co-host, Davon Reed.
And I'm your other co-host, Miles Reed.
And today we got a dope topic for y'all, talking about something that's a big part of the music culture, especially in the rap space, but often forgot about, not talked about enough in our opinion. So something that we wanted to kind of shed a little light on. So today we're going to be talking about the XXL Freshman covers. This has been going on since 2007. It's been some of the best in the game today that have been a part of different classes from the years since 2007 till present. So we just want to kind of talk about what classes we like over other classes, which rappers we like from all of the classes, and just kind of talk about the XX cover as a whole and how it has impacted the rap culture specifically. But before we get into all of that, we got to start off with our staple fit check. Miles, tell us what you got on today.
So, start from the top. Got the exclusive The Right Read. What color gray is this? Like a charcoal gray. Some Dapper Dan X Gap collab Dap sweatpants. And for the feet, I got at Kith some Climacool Brain Dead collab, Adidas collab. So how about you, brother?
Dope. I love them shoes.
Appreciate
when
you.
you first showed them to me, I was like, oh yeah, those are special. Those are different.
Yeah, because I walked in and I seen them. I'm going to be honest with you, when I picked them up, I didn't even know they was Adidas at first until they brought out the box and it was an Adidas box. And I was like, oh, snap. So, yeah, I like how they look and I like how they feel. They're super comfortable, too.
Right. Brain Dead be doing their thing. And they got some other collabs with Adidas as well.
Yeah.
We representing today. Got the Right Read merch on. Got the black hoodie. We're going to show y'all what's on the back, too. But we got the Season 1 speech bubble with all the different stops that we made in Season 1 on there. So definitely support and grab your merch. We'll show you how you can access that as well. But on the pants, I got these in Japan. These are needles with a breath collab. Love these. Was looking for some needles pants in my size, and I saw these with the fun colors. I was like, oh yeah, I need to get that. And then on the feet, finally got me some Asics.
That's been a minute.
Yeah. I knew I was gonna do it. You know me. But I love these. These are I hope I'm saying it right, Joe Keanos. Keanos. Yeah. 12.1. And the colors match perfect with the fit, man. Got a little green, little yellow, little blue in there, a little silver, and a little rolly on the wrist just to keep the time ticking.
I like it a lot.
Appreciate it. You too. If you're dealing with anxiety, stress, depression, relationship challenges, or just trying to figure out who you are in this next chapter, therapy can help you get there. That's why today's episode is brought to you by Dr. Sunny Khachatryan, a compassionate, collaborative, evidence-based therapist dedicated to helping healing adults grow and thrive. Dr. Sunny specializes in anxiety and stress, depression and mood concerns, relationship challenges, life transitions and self-esteem, trauma and PTSD. And yes, athlete mental well-being, building mental strength, improving performance, and supporting the whole athlete. Whether you're an athlete, a creative, or someone navigating real-life transitions, Dr. Sunny creates a safe space for meaningful change and deeper self-connection. And what's the best part? Sessions are fully virtual. Available in states Arizona, California, Washington, D.C., and Florida, so you can get your support from wherever you are. If you're ready to take that first step towards a better you, visit therapywithsunny.com or follow @therapywithsunny to book your consultation today. Because healing isn't just something that you have to do alone. And becoming the best version of yourself starts with one decision.
So the XXL freestyling. When did you start like what was like your first year of like actually like, okay, this is the first time I'm ever like even thinking about XXL.
Well, I'm a little bit older than you, just a little bit. So when I was younger, before the freestyles was even coming out, before they were even doing that, they were just having a magazine. So I remember when I used to get a haircut and go to 7-Eleven, I would go look at the magazines. Like I always used to look at, whatever magazines were in the store. So that was the first time I started seeing the double XL magazines and start to see the freshman cover. And double XL is popular magazine brand, especially back then and during that time anyway. So I would see their different editions. I would see like the Source magazines. I would see like Slam magazine. So like I grew up during like magazine times where you might rip out a picture, hang on the wall anyway. So those were like, I vividly remember when they first started doing the actual freshman cover. And then as we know now, like it became like such a like big part of, it became such a big part of the culture and the rap game. And then as it became more and more popular, and then digital media started to rise, you start seeing the freestyles, and you start seeing it become like even more of a big deal and advertised in a different way, because back then it was just, if you saw the magazine, you saw it, but if not, you wouldn't even know. So it's a great thing, because now with so many different artists coming out, especially now, if you make the double XL cover, it's not like the end all be all, but it's like giving you that checkpoint. And we've seen so many of the best rappers today, come through double XL. So it's definitely like one of those early check marks that I feel like an artist, definitely a rap artist, looks forward to. So
right, and I know I was probably like, I was young when they had their first like double XL freestyle freshman class. I think it was 2007, and I know on some of them it was like Lupe Fiasco, Lil Boozy. Those are just like the real ones that I know, but like Papoose, Joel Ortiz. I know Plies. Plies was another one on there. Rich Boy, Gorilla Zoe, Young Pro, Crooked Eye. Out of all of those that I list, I probably know about 3 of them.
Right.
But the rest of you may know.
Yeah, when Boosie hit the scene, him and Webby, I really remember, even us being from up north, Boosie had a big run, especially when he first came out. The INDE, the Independent John, that was a big one. Welcome to the Life of a Maniac. He had some big ones. So Boosie definitely hit the scene, made a splash. You said Plies was on there. Plies had a real run when he first came out. Plies, Busted Baby, all that. Like Plies was on some of DJ Khaled early work. So Plies had a run.
One we were listening to heavy.
What?
Like from the games, like NBA Live, Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, Lupe, Kick Push. Yeah, Lupe had that soulful taste. He still do. Like Lupe is really like one of them ones that can really rap. If we just talking about straight lyricism, Lupe can rap. Still today. Like he just had a smooth little EP at the end of 2025 that I really like. But that Kick Push. What was the name of that first album? Like Collard Greens?
It's like when he which one you talking about?
That Kick Push is on there.
Is that the one where he like floating? Like the album cover like him floating?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I think it's something Collard Greens or something like that. But he got the one with Jill Scott, Daydream. So Lupe definitely hit the scene, but that song, is it called Kick Push?
I just know.
Well, I remember that definitely on one of the NBA Lives. That was one of the staples.
7, 8?
Yeah. But I mean, Papoose, one of the best freestylers ever. He can freestyle about everything. So yeah, I think that was Joel Ortiz has some songs that I like. He actually did some music with Salaam Remi as well. So, I mean, that was what you said, 07? So I mean, that was a long time ago. We're talking about almost 20 years now. Coming up on a 20-year anniversary next year of XXL cover. So, I think that was a good inaugural class. I mean, they some of them people are still relevant today. Maybe not for just music, but those people. It's good to see that they mature with the times.
Right.
I mean, like everybody can't rap their whole career. Boosie and them still rap and stuff, but him and Plies became like internet guys and stuff. So just being able to be adaptable and all that stuff. But who would you say? I know you don't know everybody on that class, you said, but who would you say is like class president from that class?
Well, I would say, being biased, I'm going to say Boosie, Boosie. But it's like, again, 75% of the people on this list I'm not familiar with or 100% sure. Like, now going down later in the years, then I can give you like that solid answer. But I also want to say it's kind of funny how it's considered XXL Freshman Class, even though they've probably been rapping or doing stuff prior to getting inducted into the specific year that is talking about.
Right.
And that's kind of funny to me because it's like, I'm not really a freshman, but I guess you can consider me like, I'm guessing it's like a freshman to becoming like
mainstream.
I was gonna say recognized more, like most recognized. Yeah. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. Right. It makes sense.
It's just, I think it's more about XXL stamping you.
Yeah.
Like, what I mean? It's like they all had to be making music. It's not like XXL wouldn't know about them if it wasn't for them making music already. But it's probably just their way of saying, like, we're stamping you and this is the next round of like inductees. It's just like if you go to the Hall of Fame, like all them people been playing, like some people first ballot, some people second ballot, what have you, third, fourth, whatever. But like that's your class. They call that a class. So that's how I look at it. I don't think it's not like a knock to say like, it's just I think their way of like giving you that stamp. So, but I definitely agree with you. So 2007 was the start. The following class, they did 3 covers actually. It's the first time they split the covers up. But that following class had Wale, B.O.B., Asher Roth, Charles Hamilton, Ace Hood, Currency, Kid Cudi, Corey Guns, Blue, and Mickey Fax. So the follow-up class was solid as well. I mean, Currency's still at it. Kid Cudi's still at it. Wale's still at it. B.O.B. had his run. Asher Roth had his one. So it was a good follow-up class, but from there on, we see some of the biggest names in rap today, like we talked about it, from J. Cole to Wiz, to Big Sean, to Meek Mill, to Mac Miller, rest in peace, Kendrick Lamar, Future, French Montana, Schoolboy Q, Joey Badass, Action Bronson, Chief Keef, Chance the Rapper. The list goes on. So we can see that a lot of people that are relevant today have come through. What would you say? Which class would you say reigns supreme out of all of the classes? I know we just listed a lot of big name artists, but who would you say had the best class, let's say from top to bottom, and why?
Top one, you got to go with 2016. 2016 had Uzi, Kodak, Yachty, G Herbo, Denzel Curry, Anderson .Paak, Dave East. That was the most viral class, one. And if you look at all their catalog individually, They solidified. They definitely solidified, and I think that's when the internet started popping, like 2016 area. Like 2016 in general was like
one of the best years.
A year for music, year for sports, years for like fashion. 2016 was just like a great year, and then that class you had Uzi, Kodak. Wasn't 21 in that too? 21 as well. Denzel Curry, he's still tough. But the main artists that you hear in that class, they still
Designer had a run.
Yeah, you still hear about them to this day, and that's what 10 years ago. It's been 10 years now.
Yeah.
And
Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, and he's doing his. He had that one album with Bruno Mars, Silk Sonic. But if I had to choose a class that's like the best, or like you said, reign supreme, I'm going to say 2016.
Okay, who would you say is class president of this class? Like who's top dog of this class? Who's the class president?
Uzi.
I would say so as well.
I would say Uzi. Uzi definitely, because Uzi had 2016 through 2018 on lock. When Uzi was just getting on the scene, he was like actually kind of like changed the game. Like he had like SoundCloud on lock too, and then you transition over to YoungBoy. Then YoungBoy had SoundCloud on lock for like a good few years. But if I had to choose someone that's like the president of that class, I'm going to have to say Uzi.
Yeah,
respectfully.
I think Uzi reached the highest height of this class. Like he's globally known. Everybody knows Lil Uzi in the rap world. And he was like different. He was like rock star, you know what I'm saying? Not just in how he rapped, but he was just different. Like remember when Uzi first came out, he used to be performing at the concert and then just start running, and then a mob of people start running after him. Like, the rock star mentality, how he dressed, I know a little questionable sometimes, but like he definitely just was the biggest trendsetter and the biggest. My personal favorite out of this class is probably Kodak though. Like I'm a big Uzi fan, but I think Kodak would be my personal favorite of the group. But I mean, 21, Anderson .Paak, even Herbo, like they got some Dave East, like they got some guys in this one. I'm not mad.
Not to cut you off. What class would you say is would be your favorite, or that one that you claim to reign supreme?
It's a lot of classes, very hard to choose from. But if I had to choose one, I'm going with 09. I know that's more. 2016 is more your era, quote unquote. Even though I was in college, 2009 is like who I grew up listening to, and these guys like made me like. This is when like now I'm old enough to like put on the music I want to put on. It's not just I'm listening on the radio. When I was younger, I had to like listen to what came on the radio, or like maybe like catch the video or something like that. By this time, 09, I'm going into high school. Now this is like when I'm downloading music off LimeWire. I got an iPod, I got a little MP3 player or something. So, and these guys are just, one of these artists is my favorite artist, active artist, J. Cole. Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, Nip. We all know what neighborhood Nip did in his time. Wiz, at the time, Wiz might have been my favorite rapper. Like Young Khalifa, man, and Wiz still doing it. Like I'm still a big fan of Wiz. That Cushion Orange Juice 2 last year, 2025 was smack. That joint has a lot of hits, a lot of bangers on Cushion Orange Juice 2. Freddie Gibbs. Freddie is aging like fine wine with his music. I'm a big fan of Freddie Gibbs. Big Sean was one of my favorite artists at the time. Big Sean is a dope artist on this class. J-Rock. He don't drop a lot of music, but he one of the best in TDE. I'm a big fan. J-Rock got a classic album that I love. J-Rock is super tough. I mean, not somebody I really listen to, but OJ the Juice Man had his time. Okay. Hey. Yeah, OJ had his time. So, I mean, top to bottom, I'm going to say they're the strongest class to me. Like, because Cole, I think you were about to ask me that. Like, if I got to name a class president, obviously J. Cole is the class president just from the sense of, like, where he started until now. You know, arguably being the best rapper in the game, definitely the big three, quote unquote, and he just took it to another level from this class. But also, like, Wiz he got a cult following from this group. Freddie got a cult following from this group. Nip had a cult following from this group. Big Sean got 3 platinum albums. So, like, this class got a lot of success. This class got a whole lot of success. So I would say, for me, the 2010, not 2009. This is class of 2010. I'm gonna go with 2010 for my best class. Okay. But since it's so many classes, like we said, almost 20 years, I don't think it's just to just say one class. So if you had to name a runner-up class, what class are you going to say?
It's so crazy because, like, when I was choosing my class, I had 2016 like off rip, and then 2010 was my second pick. But since you did 2010, I had a tiebreaker one between 2013, 2017, and 2014. And the winner was the 2013 class. And I had Schoolboy Q, Trinidad James, Travis Scott, Action Bronson, Logic, Chief Keef, Joey Badass, and like Ab Soul.
Kirko bangs. Yeah. Well, Kirko had a little run too.
It's like, and then if you go to like 2017, you got A Boogie, Amine, XXX Tentacion, Cardi, Playboy Cardi, PNB, Made in Tokyo, Ugly God, Kyle. And then it was just like, it was really between 2013, 2017, and then 2014 was like an honorable mention because 2014 you had Chance, Rich Homie, Isaiah Rashad, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Durk, Lil Bibby, Vic Mensa, Kevin Gates. But 2013 for sure, because if you know me, know my favorite song of all time. I know I mentioned this in previous episodes. Action Bronson, Splash.
Right.
And then he was more so when I was listening to Action Bronson. He was on the mixtape bar. Like he was also featured in Chance the Rapper's like famous acid rap. That was a mixtape.
Right.
And it just happened.
Good tape too.
For sure. And then he had some songs with like him and Chance the Rapper and Action Bronson. They was like good, like a good pair. And that's when I started listening to Action Bronson when I started high school. So like I started in 2014.
Right.
And then you got Travis Scott, and then you got Schoolboy Q. Schoolboy Q, growing up, he made that was collard greens.
Oh. Luxury.
Man of the Year. All that was on the same album. Then you got Ab Soul, Joey Badass, and then Chief Keef. Come on now. Like, arguably king of drill.
Yes.
And, you know, he got a famous "Gonna blow Jersey up."
Very disrespectful.
Those was like, them type of songs was the bangers at party, like house parties in the basement.
Right.
But 2013 was probably my second best class. What about you?
It's tough for me. 2013 is right there. like you said, like they got a lot of. I say like on a top to bottom level. I might have to go with 2013 if I had to choose a backup. Maybe 2013. It's a three-way tie for me. I'd say 2013 because they were stacked. I'd say also 2016 class that you originally said, just because they're 2016 might be the second deepest class if we just talking about top to bottom, and guys that I'm personally a favorite of. But another sleeper for me is 2011. Got Meek Mill, Big Crit, Side of Prince, who was good music. He got on So Appalled. He got the best verse on So Appalled. You got Mac Miller, rest in peace. I was a big fan of Mac Miller. YG had his run, still doing his thing. Like, it's a certain type of music, but got to put some respect on YG name. Lil B, more for the internet stuff, but Lil B, the bass guy, he definitely, what was his group called? I forgot. I'm blanking the name right now. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers.
New Boys.
Was that New Boys? No, I don't think it's New Boys. I'm blanking on it, but you got Kendrick in here, Diggy Simmons. So, I mean, between Meek, Mac, Kendrick, Big Crit, I was a fan of these guys. I know I'm probably going back to, like, the stuff that I listened to and really made me a fan of rap, to like it really building my love for the rap game. So it's hard for me to choose one class, but those would be my like honorable mentions, if you will, instead of just like a backup class. But that's what I would probably say. And then if I had to choose, just if I go off 2011 class president, Kendrick. I mean, Meek would be the runner-up for that class, but Kendrick, again, arguably the best rapper in the game right now. We talk about the year he just had in 2025 and early 2026 with the Grammys, becoming the most decorated rap artist at the Grammys. So shout out to the class of 2011. So in today's era, you see, it feels like we get a new artist every year. And I feel like now it may be even harder for them to choose, the people at the magazine to choose a class, because like, back in the day, you can know who's the newcomers in the game, who's making noise, and it probably been, I assume it would have been easier for them to choose that class, based on who's doing numbers and who's making noise. But now you just have so much music to go through. You have so many new artists, and it's like microwave music. It's not even like necessarily people putting together albums. They're just dropping singles. So like, I feel like it's probably harder for them to choose the freshman class. But the most recent freshman class of 2025 was Samarison, Jello, Ian, Baby Chief Do It, 1900 Rugrat, YTB Fat, I don't even know how to say this one, EM Triplin, Ray Vaughn, Laser Dim 700, Low Shimmy, Nino Pate, and EBK J-Bo. Are you familiar with any of these artists on here?
Jello, obviously. Baby Chief, he's been doing more so like on the viral. He's been going viral for. They said he looked like was that Huey from Boondocks?
Okay.
He had a performance at, I want to say, Rolling Loud.
Okay.
He mimicked an outfit that Huey was wearing.
Okay, that's tough. I didn't see that.
That's kind of where I seen him at. Ray Vaughn, He's part of TD with Kendrick and
Okay.
but he had, my opinion, like one of the best. What's that? What's the when they do freestyles? Jesus Christ. Sour, like the one was I'm drawing a blank.
Lyrical Lemonade?
No, not then. It's two guys, but I'll feel we're gonna put it up for you guys. But he had one of my favorite freestyles.
Okay.
He was rapping over Benny Siegel, "Feeling in the Air."
Okay. I think I did see that. Now that you say that, I think I did see that.
Yeah, and there was another one that he was rapping over, but lyrically, he's tough.
Okay.
He's a tough artist.
I'm not tapped in. I'm gonna have to tap in.
Yeah, he's fire. He's fire. And then, did you said Ian? Is that
Ian, the white dude? No, not Ian Dior.
Oh, okay.
This is a white dude.
Okay, yeah. Then everybody else, I'm not too sure. Or yeah, everybody else, I'm not familiar with.
Well, Jello definitely.
Yeah.
He might be. We're gonna see if he can follow up that one hit, but he definitely.
Retro NBA Live.
Yeah, nah. I'm swerve on that corner. Whoa,
yeah.
Nah, he slid on that one. I want to see if he can make some more music, or if that was just a one hit. But Samara Sin is tough. Mm-hmm. I remember being in Phoenix, hearing about her. I think she's from that area. She's tough. She went on tour with our boy Smino. Okay. She been on tour with him. She's tough. I like Samara. Low Shimmy's tough.
Oh, you did say Low Shimmy.
Low Shimmy's tough. He got that song with Don that I really like. I actually really liked his tape.
Yeah, that album's fire.
I didn't like the name of it, Rockstar Junkie, because I'm not promoting no junkie. But he's tough. Mm-hmm. He got a good song. He got a song Angel Reese. I like that song on there. Angel Reese is tough. He got a lot of songs I like. In fact, I just listened to the deluxe of that the other day. But the song with Brent he got is tough. Mm-hmm. I like that song a lot. But I might have to tap in and figure out who the rest of these people are, because, I like to stay current and see who the new players in the game are, and they must be on here for a reason, Mm-hmm. If to make the freshman XXL cover is, like I said, it's not the end all be all, but to me, like, it says something, you know what I mean? That if they take the time to recognize who you are, then it must mean something. So shout out to everybody who made the 2025 class, and let's stay tuned and see who makes 2026.
For sure. Yeah, another great episode talking about some topics that people don't really shine light on.
Right.
Like, I like to get that out there, let the audience and the fans know that we pay attention to things.
Right.
We pay attention to detail.
Right.
If it's sports, music, anything, fashion.
Right.
And I felt like this conversation was definitely a good one, because a lot of the artists that you mentioned, I'm not too familiar with, or I didn't necessarily know they were in a specific class that I knew was other people that I'm familiar with. Right. So it's definitely a good, informative thing to talk about.
Informative conversation. Mm-hmm. No, for sure. I mean, even like I just said, I'm a tap into the new artists that I'm not familiar with. But like, the good thing about this is now you can kind of go back and say, like, all right, who was in that class, and let me see if I want to get familiar with their music, because I mean, it was a lot of people in these classes that are people that we listen to and that are the masses listen to. So it's not like we just talking about anything. Like they were featured, and it was probably at a time when, even if they were known, XXL putting them on definitely brought their stardom or helped promote their stardom and stuff. So I think it was just like, obviously, if these people didn't feel like it was a big enough honor, they wouldn't have took the time to go do the photo shoot, go do the freestyle. And some of the freestyles like have gone viral. That 2016 freestyle was super viral. You know what I'm saying?
Most viral.
Yeah, that was probably the most viral out of all of them. So, I mean, and not for nothing, when it was just magazines, like I said, I lived it. Like the XXL magazine as a whole was a popular magazine. And then when the freshman cover came out, it was like a big issue, like that of the magazine as a whole. So it's just a little history, and like you said, this is something that not a lot of people are talking about, but it also has been and seems like it will continue to be a big part of the culture and the rap space. So I enjoyed the topic. It was informative. And then we just like talking about music. We like talking about our favorite artists. So
for sure. So. Again, make sure y'all go check out the merch. You see, we have our Right Read hoodies on. If you could look behind me, we also got the tote bags.
Yes, sir.
So let us know in the comments anything that you like for us to keep doing, anything we need to work on. And this has been another episode of The Right Read. I'm your co-host, Miles Reed.
And I'm your co-host, Davon Reed.
If you enjoyed this episode of The Right Read podcast, like, share, subscribe to our YouTube at The Right Read. Follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok at The Right Read.